angel of God, my guardian dear, to who God loves, commit me here. Every these days be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and joy. Oh dear God, thank you for my blessings. I pray that you keep me on the path of life that you want me to walk, and at the end, all I ask is that I become victorious.
So when I first had my first tournament, I signed a contract with the Board of Education, and I was gonna have the tournament in my old high school, Lehman High School, and I signed the contract about 6 months before, and I did so much promotion. I must have gave out over 100,000 flyers, and my tournament was gonna be that Sunday. I had people coming into the hotel that Friday, and I get a phone call at 2 o'clock in the afternoon from the Board of Education calling me and saying, we saw all the promotion that you're doing, and we're afraid something's gonna happen at the tournament. We're gonna cancel your event on Sunday. And I said, you know, you can't do that. I got people flying in from other countries here. I have so many people that are expected to go to this tournament. I have people that are expecting that they're gonna get $1,000 in each division, you know, over $5,000 in cash prizes. I have to have this tournament. You know, I'm sorry, we can't do anything about it. I said, I'm gonna go down to your office right now and we could talk about it. And I went down to the office and I sat down and I was so polite and I was telling them, this is martial arts, you know, there's nothing bad that's gonna happen, you know. I have music artists performing, but we're real traditional and we have discipline and we have respect. And, you know, just because it's music and it might be hip hop music, it doesn't mean that, you know, we're gonna have violence. We have our own security. And it was 5 o'clock and she went and she grabbed her coat and she put it on and she said, I'm sorry, this is end of business day, I'm leaving. You can't have your tournament there. Hey, we're here in the making of Mr. Matt 2K19 and the life of Vanessa Luna and Angel Luna. And Angel's been training really hard. We're waiting for our next fight. We're here in Morris Park Gym. He's trained by ex-world champion Aaron Davis. Aaron Davis has been an amazing trainer to him. He's really brought him to what made him an undefeated champion to begin with. ¿Quieres decir algo? En parte del torneo, tú entrenando. You want to say anything in regards to the tournament?
Yo sé que este torneo va a ser todo tu sueño que tú esperabas. Mi entrenamiento con Aaron ha sido una excelencia donde me ha subido para arriba. Vamos a ser campeón con Dios delante. Estamos trabajando para eso.
So he just said that this tournament is going to be everything that I've been dreaming of. And you know, it's been really a dream of mine to make this tournament happen. And it really touches me every time I think about the tournament and I think about where I've been and my journey. It really touches me more than anything that in my life. And I really feel blessed. I really feel blessed that next year we'll be in the Barclays Center. Next year we'll be in the Barclays Center in March of 2020. And you know, I've been so emotional, especially this last year. You know, I remember Angel asking me this summer what was one of my biggest fears, and you know, I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. And one of my biggest fears is never having a karate tournament again, or never seeing my vision come complete. And I'm really thankful that I've got here, and through all the obstacles and through all the journeys, I've learned so much. And tomorrow I'm going to bring you a great event. I'm going to bring you a great event tomorrow, and throughout the years it's just going to even get better. The Mr. Matt 2K19 Championship at the Adria's Hotel and Conference Center. Thank you so much for everybody who supported, and you know, just keep watching us because we got a lot to bring you. You know, we've come from nothing, and we're really pushing to make something really great. I have my book, Knowing My Mission. I have my video game, Mr. Matt 2K18. Everybody who wins in the game, everyone who wins in the game gets featured in the next edition of the game. So look out for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I became hysterical. I was like crying, hysterical in the office. I had my car downstairs, and I could not see myself driving in my car going home. So I was so upset that I asked a friend if she could come over to the Board of Education building and pick me up because I couldn't drive home. And she came, she picked me up, I got home, and I cried myself to sleep. And when I woke up, I woke up like refreshed, and I said, the show must go on. I said I'm gonna have a tournament on Sunday, and I'm gonna have a tournament on Sunday, and I'm gonna give out $4,000 in cash prizes, $5,000 in cash prizes. I'm gonna give it out no matter what. I had planned an after party across the street from the high school at a club. I had the idea of calling the club owner and asking him if I could have the tournament there. He said yes. I went to go see him, and he said yes. We became with an agreement that I would pay him X amount of money. The day of the tournament, I had people with signs saying, the tournament's not here, the tournament is across the street. And I had a line full of people that were ready to go into this club, but the club's capacity was about 190. And people had to turn away, and some instructors had to say, you know what, let this school go, and my school's gonna stay behind because the capacity didn't full. And I winded up still giving out $5,000 in cash prizes, and I still stuck to my word that my grand champions left out with more money than I did. So I'm right here in Esters Salon over here on 169th Street in Walton, and this is a place that I've been coming to for 23 years. I've been through my high school prom, my high school graduation, me going to college. Every time I went to college and I came home for the weekend, I would stop by over here at Esters Salon and get my hair done. I've been throughout the United States, and every time I leave to another state or something, I come in here, and usually this place is packed, but she always takes care of me. And it's been 23 years here with Lita. 23 years.
23 years.
I got my karate tournament tomorrow.
Oh wow.
And we're doing this documentary. Oh, Poochie's back there, Poochie!
Honey bunny.
So
where we going with that meat?
Yeah,
where we going with that meat?
We're going to our press conference after this for my husband. Oh, baby.
Somebody call you.
Let me take this.
Hey, Nayali, jodiéndote la vida.
23 years.
23 years.
Combos, balls, peaches. Oh, God.
My husband's in the gym right now. He got people recording him.
Sambos?
Yeah.
You know like the sambos? Let me see what's that.
The karate show is from 4 to 6 tomorrow night. If you want to take the kids, I give you tickets.
Oh, yes.
I want
at the door. You want to take the kids. It's in Queens. It's actually after the Crossing Bridge. But if you want to bring a lot of people, kids, I'll just bring them. It's going to be a karate show of kids and adults, and we're going to have French Montana's Coke Boys there.
Come on. That one no heavy. I just want that one.
Yeah, next year I got the Barclays Center. I already signed the contract.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. This tournament been driving me crazy. I've been running around crazy.
Excuse me, sweetie. Are you sounding professional? Cuidado se le chapea a Leila. Ponte para acá. Give me my phone. You playing games.
La mujer, yo puedo no matar a Jenny, yo la voy a matar a ella.
My second tournament, I was doing it with the Park and Recreational Center, and the same thing happened. But this time they called me 2 weeks in advance, and they said, I'm sorry, we can't have your tournament. you doing too much promotion and we're afraid something's gonna happen. Even though I had event insurance, even though I had a contract, they were telling me this. And I had people tell me, you know what, go to the mayor's office and see what he can do, explain your story. And I went to the mayor's office, and the mayor's office at that time, they found me. They said, we got this venue for you. It's on 135th Street. It's Joseph P. Center, Kennedy Center, and you could have it for the same price that you was gonna pay for the Park and Recreation. And I think there was so much confusion of my tournament being in this place and my tournament being in that place that I didn't get, I must have got like 2 schools to come. And tournament tomorrow, I need a lot of stuff from here.
Yes.
Is it too late to order one of the characters?
Bueno, I have to, tengo que hablar con ellos.
Yeah, for tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Tengo que.
You could call them to see if we could still get one of the Ninja Turtles. I want to get Ninja Turtles or Spider-Man, one of those.
Déjame chequear.
The characters over here. I'll take Spider-Man or Ninja Turtles. I got the banner that I got. I ordered it from Amazon, but it doesn't look too thick. Then I wanted to get the other banner from you guys. No red carpet, right? The red carpet? You can't get it for me?
Nosotros la teníamos y se la llevan para Puerto Rico.
Yeah. I know you told me. I just wanted to make sure they didn't bring it back early or they're not bringing it back later tonight that I could pick it up. I wanted to get a red carpet for the tournament. I want to get the banner. This is gonna be. I wanted to get the character for the kids.
Déjame llamarlo porque no.
Just 1 hour. I prefer Ninja Turtles. If not Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man.
Déjame hablar con él porque a veces ya ellos están book, tú sabes.
Yeah, of course.
Sí, porque.
Okay.
Good.
You want to see you get the outside? The next tournament, I said, I had someone who I had worked with in the music industry, and they were willing to pay for the venue, and this was going to be in San Antonio, Texas. I had never been to Texas before, and they said, what is it that you need in order for you to have this tournament here? And I said, well, I need to at least fly down 3 times. I flew down 3 times. I visited karate schools, and I flew down some instructors from New York so they could judge. I had someone break into my email that same week of the tournament, and when they broke into my email, they sent an email to everyone who I had in my email blast saying, my name is Vanessa, you know me, and I'm stuck in Australia. I can't get back. I need money. I don't have any money. I lost my passport. Can you please send me at least $100 Western Union, $200 Western Union? I didn't get it back until my email a week after the tournament, and I had instructors emailing me saying, you know, I don't know you that well. You're asking me for money. I thought I was going to go to your tournament. I guess you're not having it. And it really hurt. It really hurt the turnout in San Antonio, Texas. But I still had a tournament, and there wasn't that many competitors. But for the amount of competitors that came, everyone got a trophy. Everyone got an MP3 player. Everyone, you know, they got something who came to the event. And it was really hard. It was really hard, you know, coming from 3 losses. You know, coming from 3 straight losses, it was really hard. And I went into depression. I remember after that 3rd tournament, I must have spent like 6 months not going out, just thinking what I was gonna do. Pushing so much for my dream to happen, and just having so many obstacles that after those 6 months was over, I said, I'm not getting what I want. I I want people in the music industry to sponsor my event, and it's not happening. I'm sponsoring my own event. I'm putting up my own money that I get from the people who come to the event. I'm not getting money from the music artists. All I'm getting is Interscope Records and Def Jam Records to give me promotional items, CDs, and posters. I'm promoting for these people for free, and I'm not getting anything else in return. And I said, well, maybe if I try to build myself in the music industry. And I had a couple of music artists who I was connected with. I had Luquísimo, who was a reggaeton artist who won MTV3's #1 independent artist. I had a producer, Add-On, who was at my tournament, and he's now produced for Fat Joe, for K. Michelle, for Music Soul Child, and a whole bunch of other people, Lloyd Banks, and a whole bunch of other people. And I said, maybe if I put my name and I build myself in the music industry, people will get it. And I did that, you know, and I got to go on tour. I remember doing a 17-state tour in 3 weeks. I started to work with the Coke Boys, and I saw French Montana's evolution from being French Montana in the Bronx to French Montana worldwide. And I learned so much about the business. I had artists flying me to California, to Seattle, Washington, so I could be a road manager, so I could set up events. I've produced over 16 music videos. I've been in over 15 music videos. I've been through every state in the United States. And after doing all that and trying to build a name for myself in the music industry, I come to realize one thing. And the thing that I realized was music artists want to get paid for coming to your venue. They want to get paid for coming to your venue. And I kind of thought it was like a lost hope. And I said, okay, if this is not going to happen, then this got to happen. And I thought of the karate video game. Having a karate video game who all the winners in my tournament get featured in the video game. One, that would do more, for me, that's more than giving $1,000 away. That's more than giving someone $5,000 away. For someone could actually be in a video game, and it's going to be in 147 countries throughout the world. You know, that's like making a superstar. And I said, I'll do the video game, and I know one day I could get this video game to be over 1 million downloads. And if I was to get over 1 million downloads, I could give out $100,000 in cash prizes. What happened?
Oh, I didn't get
the audio?
I didn't get that. I pressed done, but it didn't save, so that's a little upsetting. We can try this and just leave that on because that's not really seen. I had the mic wired up to her and it just didn't save. Yeah, it's okay. We'll just work with it, and also we can always, you're coming up the Friday if you need to just say a few things, you know.
So I'm looking at you or that camera?
You can look at me.
Okay.
Alright, so this is the day before tournament. How are you feeling? What kind of mindset are you at right now, preparing for this tournament tomorrow?
You know, this is my 4th tournament, and I find myself like really emotional, really emotional that I'm a place where like I've never been before. And in order to get my mind straight, you know, I love listening to music and just keeping God first in my life. That I know no matter what happens tomorrow, you know, it's something that, you know, it has to happen, whether it's for me to have a lesson and for me to learn something. But I'm really hoping for a victory tomorrow. And having a victory to me is having over 100 competitors tomorrow. If I have over 100 competitors tomorrow, then I've won. I'm really excited, you know, to begin with, for just having a tournament. You know, it's been a lot of years of struggle. You know, I wrote the book knowing my mission of how everything I go through, everything I struggle with is, you know, in order to make this tournament happen. The Mr. Mad 2K19 championship, it's different. It's different than other tournaments. You know, one of the things that it stands for the musically recognized martial arts tournament. You know, you have so many tournaments who come and the competitors come and they have an opening and they go through their competition, and then after their competition they take a break and they go to the Grand Champion Finals, and at the Grand Champion Finals they find out who the Grand Champion is and leaves. I'm having a tournament where all the competitors are coming in and I'm giving them free breakfast. I've never heard of a tournament that would give a competitor free breakfast in the morning. You know, I remember so many tournaments that I would come in and it was 12 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still hadn't ate anything. All my competitors who come in are going to get an interview. They're going to get an interview in front of a camera. I remember my first tournament 14 years ago. I was camera shy. I couldn't even speak like this. I would start stuttering. I would get nervous. I would get all shaky. So I'm going to actually have these children, these teens, these adults in front of a camera. My whole goal is to bring martial arts up as a sport. We should be where boxing is. We should be where MMA is. You know, our martial artists should be thinking about being actors, should be thinking about being stuntmans. You know, my tournament, I'm going to have in our Grand Champion Finals, we have music artists come performing. We have really great hosts. We have French Montana's Coke Boys coming. These are individuals who charge over $3,000 to come to someone's event for 10 minutes. And they're coming out here because of the relationships that I built with them. They're coming out, you know, without me having to pay for them. We have music artists performing. We have music artists hosting. Our grand champions get an autograph by Love and Hip Hop star Rich Dollars. I have a jewelry sponsor. Our grand champions for fighting get a diamond watch. The male diamond watch is valued at $500. I will be giving cash prize tomorrow. Depending on how many competitors that come, right now it's set at $250. I'm a promoter that I love martial arts from my heart. That if I was to have over 150 competitors, that money goes from $250 to $600. I have over 200 competitors, that goes to $1,000. So, you know, so many tournaments they don't give. You know, I'm giving out a cash prize to the youth. When I grew up, there was never cash prize for youth. I'm giving $100 for each grand champions who are 9 years old to 17 years old. I don't know who's going to win, but a 9-year-old could win $100, you know? And it's just to show the value of money, you know, that you should get paid for your talent. And this is where, you know, to help them want to continuously grow. I'm giving a watch. I'm giving a watch for the grand champion, women's and men fighting. But the watch, it means something to me. I could have gave a diamond bracelet, I could have gave a chain, but the reason I'm giving a watch is because time is precious. Time is precious, and I'm going to speak to my grand champions and I'm going to let them know time is precious, and you need to value your time in life and make sure your life is positive. Every moment in your life, you know, you should be positive. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, and you should be able to take time and make it precious. And my goal is throughout the years, you know, I was so amazing to get the Barclays Center. It was so amazing to get the Barclays Center. I signed the contract, and you know, next year is going to be even greater in the Barclays Center. And I know throughout time I'm going to be able to give a diamond watch where we have the engraving of every grand champion who's ever fought in that tournament. And that's the goal for next year. I feel passionate about the whole event. You know, I feel passionate about the whole event, and I can't wait to see what the outcome is tomorrow. And I abbreviated the tournament. I called it Mr. Matt 2K19. And, you know, I actually wrote a book. I wrote a book called Knowing My Mission, Walk by Faith. And in that book, there's a 6-month journal of my life of everything that I try to do for this karate tournament and all the obstacles that I face. And even though I don't get to do the tournament that year in that book, I know that I'm working on my mission. You know, I still have a full-time job. I work with kids. I just gave an empowerment seminar to young girls. And you know, everyone has a mission in life, and you know, I know what my mission in life is. The book, Knowing My Mission, Walk by Faith, is available on Amazon, and it talks about that. It talks about the struggles of me going through my karate tournament. And after I came up with the video game, you know, the video game, it was about 1.5 years to make it, but it almost took me like 3 years to pay for it. It almost took me 3 years to pay for the video game. Once I paid for the video game, it was paid for. And every year since my first tournament in 2005, I wanted to have another tournament the following year. I just didn't have the money to do so. And after the video game, we had Mr. Matt 2K17 come out, Mr. Matt 2K18, and I didn't have the money to throw a tournament. But when the end of 2018 came, I said, you know what, I have to throw a tournament by next year, and I want all the winners to get featured in Mr. Matt 2K19.
Now, MOP now, what you want now?